I keep an old wooden chair in my study. It's unremarkable, except for a single deep groove worn into the seat. That groove wasn't made by time, it was made by my grandfather. For 30 years, he suffered in silence with severe hemorrhoids, constantly shifting his weight, trying to find a moment of peace, wearing down the wood year after year. That chair is a testament to a private pain that millions endure, a pain that steals your comfort and makes you dread something as simple as sitting down. If you have your own version of that worn out chair, then I'm glad you're here. My name is Dr. Sarah Collins. I'm a doctor of medical science, and for over 2 decades, my work has been to help people find relief from this very condition. Today, we're having an honest conversation about food. Specifically, the 10 foods secretly sabotaging your body and making your hemorrhoids worse. More importantly, we'll talk about how to reclaim your comfort, starting with your very next meal. First, a quick reminder of the enemy. Hemorrhoids are swollen veins aggravated by pressure, most often from straining due to constipation. Our goal is to make everything pass smoothly and softly. That battle is won on your plate. Let's dive into the 10 culprits you must avoid. Number 1. Refined grains. This category includes the foods many of us eat every day. Soft white bread, fluffy white rice, most breakfast cereals, bagels, and pastries. Why they're a problem? The refining process strips away the grain's two most valuable parts, the bran and the germ. This is where virtually all the fiber and nutrients are. What remains is a simple starch that your body digests very quickly. This not only leads directly to constipation due to the lack of fiber, but the rapid spike in blood sugar can also contribute to systemic inflammation, which can make swollen hemorrhoids feel even more tender and painful. These foods offer nothing to help soften your stool. In fact, by taking the place of fiber-rich foods, they actively make things harder. The smart swap. This is one of the most impactful swaps you can make. When buying bread or crackers, the first ingredient must say 100% whole wheat or whole grain. Explore other ancient grains that are becoming more common in stores, like quinoa, barley, farro, and spelt. Instead of a sugary breakfast cereal, opt for old-fashioned steel-cut oats, which are packed with soluble fiber that forms a gel-like substance in your gut, making stools incredibly soft and easy to pass. Number 2. Most dairy products. While we're often told dairy is crucial for bone health, it can be a significant problem for digestive health, especially as we get older. I'm primarily talking about milk, heavy cream, and soft cheeses. Why they're a problem? The key issue is lactose, the sugar found in milk. Our bodies produce an enzyme called lactase to break it down. As we age, production of this enzyme naturally decreases, making many of us lactose intolerant to some degree. When you can't properly digest lactose, it ferments in your gut, leading to excess gas, painful bloating, and cramping. This internal pressure can be agony on already inflamed hemorrhoids. Furthermore, for many individuals, undigested dairy proteins can slow down gut motility, directly causing or worsening constipation. The Smart Swap. Explore the excellent plant-based alternatives available today. Almond, oat, and soy milks are often fortified with more calcium than dairy milk. For cheese lovers, focus on hard, aged cheeses like Parmesan, aged cheddar, and Swiss. The aging process breaks down much of the lactose, making them far easier to digest. You can also try kefir, a fermented dairy drink. The probiotics it contains can actually improve gut health and digestion for some people. Number 3. Processed and fast foods. This is a vast category, covering everything from frozen pizzas and microwave dinners to packaged chips and cookies, and of course, the entire fast food menu. Why they're a problem? These foods are scientifically engineered for shelf life and hyperpalatability, not for your digestive health. They are a triple threat: extremely low in fiber, high in unhealthy saturated and trans fats that clog up your digestive system, and overloaded with sodium. The excess sodium is especially damaging, as it causes your body to retain water in its tissues while simultaneously pulling water out of your colon. This dehydration double whammy is a direct recipe for creating hard, dry, rock-like stools that are incredibly painful to pass and require immense straining. The Smart Swap. You must prioritize whole, single-ingredient foods. Think of it as cooking from scratch as much as possible. Instead of a fast food burger, Make your own with lean ground turkey on a whole grain bun. Instead of a frozen dinner, batch cook meals like chili, with lots of beans for fiber, soups, and roasted vegetables on the weekend. This way, you control the ingredients, ensuring high fiber and low sodium. Number 4. Salty and cured meats. This group includes many popular breakfast and lunch staples, such as bacon, sausage, hot dogs, many deli meats like salami and bologna, and beef jerky. Why they're a problem? The curing process is entirely dependent on massive amounts of salt to preserve the meat and prevent bacterial growth. As we've just discussed, this sodium overload is a primary driver of dehydration in your colon. For every slice of cured meat you eat, you are essentially telling your body to pull essential water out of your stool, making it harder and more compact. The nitrates and other preservatives used in these meats can also irritate the gut lining in sensitive individuals, adding another layer of discomfort. The Smart Swap. Build your meals and sandwiches around fresh proteins. Roasted chicken or turkey breast that you cook yourself is a fantastic option. Fresh cooked fish, hard-boiled eggs, and plant-based proteins like hummus or baked tofu are also excellent substitutes. If you absolutely love bacon or sausage, consider them a rare treat, not a daily staple. When you do indulge, be sure to drink an extra glass or two of water and eat extra fruit to counteract the effects. Number 5. Spicy foods. For many, a fiery curry or hot sauce is the highlight of a meal. But if you have an active hemorrhoid flare-up, that pleasure can quickly turn into hours of regret. Why they're a problem? The chemical in chili peppers that creates the heat is called capsaicin. This compound doesn't actually burn you. It tricks your pain receptors into thinking they are being burned. Unfortunately, you have these same receptors throughout your digestive tract, including the very end. While it may not bother some, for people with sensitive hemorrhoids, the capsaicin can cause significant irritation as it passes through. This can lead to a burning sensation during bowel movements, inflammation, and sometimes even trigger diarrhea. Frequent loose stools mean more wiping and more irritation to the already delicate area. The Smart Swap. Focus on flavor, not just heat. A world of incredible, non-spicy seasonings can make food delicious. Cumin, coriander, smoked paprika, turmeric, ginger, garlic, and fresh herbs like cilantro and parsley can transform a dish. If you crave a little bit of kick, try just a tiny amount of your favorite hot sauce mixed into a serving of plain yogurt or avocado to buffer its effects. Number 6. Fried and fatty foods. This means more than just a bucket of fried chicken or a side of onion rings. It also applies to foods inherently high in unhealthy fats, like fatty cuts of red meat, ribeye, T-bone, processed baked goods made with shortening, and greasy snacks. Why they're a problem? High-fat meals are complex and difficult for your body to break down. They significantly slow down gastric emptying, the process of your stomach moving food into your intestines. This creates a digestive traffic jam. When your whole system slows down, the stool sits in your colon for much longer than it should. The colon's job is to absorb water, so the longer the stool sits there, the more water is absorbed, and the harder, drier, and more difficult to pass it becomes. This is a classic pathway to straining and hemorrhoid aggravation. The Smart Swap. Change your cooking method. Bake, roast, broil, grill, or air fry foods instead of deep frying them. Choose leaner cuts of protein like sirloin, flank steak, or loin chops, and always trim any visible fat. Incorporate healthy fats, like those from avocados, olive oil, nuts, and seeds, which can actually help lubricate the digestive system and have anti-inflammatory properties. Number 7. Excessive alcohol. That relaxing glass of wine with dinner or beer with friends can have consequences that go far beyond a potential hangover. Why it's a problem? Alcohol is a powerful diuretic. It suppresses a hormone called vasopressin, which is responsible for telling your kidneys to reabsorb water. When this hormone is blocked, your kidneys flush water out of your system at an accelerated rate. Your body, sensing dehydration, will try to compensate by pulling as much water as it can from other sources, including the stool in your colon. This leaves you with a double whammy of overall dehydration and constipation, a truly painful combination for anyone with hemorrhoids. The Smart Swap. Moderation is everything. If you do drink, implement the 1-for-1 rule without fail. For every alcoholic beverage, Drink a full 12-ounce glass of water. This is non-negotiable to help counteract the diuretic effect. Even better, explore the growing world of sophisticated non-alcoholic beers, wines, and craft mocktails. Sparkling water with a squeeze of lime and a sprig of mint can be just as refreshing and won't sabotage your comfort. Number 8. Caffeinated drinks. Many of us can't imagine starting the day without a cup of coffee, but your reliance on caffeine could be part of the problem. This applies to coffee, black and green tea, energy drinks, and many sodas. Why they're a problem? Just like alcohol, caffeine is a diuretic, especially in larger quantities. While a single cup of coffee might stimulate a bowel movement for some people, as it can increase gut motility, having multiple cups throughout the day leads to a net loss of hydration. This can easily tip the scales from a helpful stimulating effect to a harmful constipating effect by drying out your stool. Relying on caffeine for energy can create a cycle of dehydration that makes every bathroom trip a struggle. The Smart Swap. Try to cap your intake at 1 or 2 caffeinated beverages per day, preferably in the morning. After that, switch to decaf coffee, herbal teas like peppermint or chamomile, which can soothe digestion, or simply water. The best habit you can possibly adopt for hemorrhoid health is to make water your primary beverage throughout the entire day. Number 9. Low-fiber snacks. This is the realm of vending machines and convenience store aisles. Potato chips, pretzels, crackers made from white flour, sugary granola bars, and most packaged cookies and pastries. Why they're a problem? These foods are what I call fiber voids. They provide calories and satisfy a crunch or sugar craving, but they contribute nothing to your daily fiber goal. The issue is displacement. When you fill up on these empty calorie snacks, you have less appetite for the high-fiber foods your body actually needs. A bag of chips for an afternoon snack instead of an apple and a handful of almonds represents a massive missed opportunity to soften your stool and make your life more comfortable. The Smart Swap. Be prepared with high-fiber snacks. A pear is a fiber superstar. A handful of almonds, walnuts, or pistachios provides fiber and healthy fats. Baby carrots or celery sticks with hummus, edamame, or even air-popped popcorn, not the movie theater kind loaded with butter, are all excellent, satisfying choices that work for you, not against you. Number 10. Certain supplements, especially iron. This is the one that often surprises people. You are taking a pill to improve your health, but it could be the very thing causing your daily pain. Why it's a problem? Iron supplements, particularly the common ferrous sulfate form, are notoriously constipating. They can make stool very hard, dark, and difficult to pass. For someone prone to hemorrhoids, starting an iron supplement can trigger a severe and painful flare-up. While iron is a critical nutrient, the side effects of supplementation can be brutal. Additionally, some forms of calcium supplements, specifically calcium carbonate, can also have a significant constipating effect. The Smart Swap. First and foremost, never stop taking a prescribed supplement without consulting your doctor. When you see them, ask specific questions. Is there a different form of iron, like iron bisglycinate, that is known to be less constipating? Or, can I adjust my dose or timing to minimize side effects? Discuss whether you can meet your needs through diet by focusing on iron-rich foods like lentils, spinach, and small portions of lean red meat, paired with vitamin C, like a squeeze of lemon, to enhance absorption. Making these changes isn't about deprivation, it's about empowerment. Every time you choose whole grain toast over white, water over soda, an apple over a cookie, you are taking a powerful step toward relief. You are taking back control from the pain that has dictated so much of your life. Remember, diet is only part of the solution. Pair these smart food choices with other simple habits. Drink at least 8 to 10 glasses of water a day. Move your body a little every hour. And when you feel the urge to go, go. Don't wait. But sometimes, no matter how well you eat, the problem persists. If you've made these changes and you're still suffering, please, do not do what my grandfather did. Do not just endure it in silence. Modern medicine offers quick, minimally invasive, and highly effective treatments. Talk to your doctor. There is no shame in seeking help for a medical condition. My grandfather's chair now sits in my study. It's a daily reminder for me of the silent suffering so many people face. But it's also a reminder that for you, it doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to wear a groove into your favorite chair. You have the knowledge. You have the power to choose. Start today. Choose comfort. Choose freedom. Choose to live your life without that nagging private pain. Thank you for spending this time with me. Be well.